The views expressed in this podcast are solely the opinions of the host and the guests. The content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes. Listener discretion is advised. Hey guys, welcome back to Kwentuhan Lang, Walang Personalan Podcast. Here with Patrick and Aves. Now we are on our part 2 of Life After Death.
Yes, part 2. Kamusta naman dyan? Before we start,
Buhay pa ba kayo?
buhay pa tayo, yeah. How are you,
Kami ang
Patrick?
buhay pa. Eto.
I'm
Buhay
not
pa
ko
naman.
galing ka sa, diba, nagkasakit ka recently.
Oo nga grabe.
How are you feeling so far?
Like death warmed up. No, I'm just kidding.
Napasobra yata yung natin, ang pagda-dive natin sa topic about life after death,
Oo,
nilagnat ka eh.
Ay, nilagnat talaga. Naku, talagang natakot ako. Talagang naapektuhan ako ng sobra. Hindi, joke.
Pero yeah, happy you're here. Happy to talk about yung part 2 nga nitong episode natin.
Daming mga beliefs from different cultures.
Yes.
Na there's life after death. So, we are going to discuss that.
Susubukan naming i-tackle kahit na hindi kami expert, based off our stock knowledge.
Right, yeah. So,
what do you want to talk about first, Patrick? So, I know we discussed nga yung what's life after that to us and experience natin. Pero let's dive into yung different cultures at saka paniniwala. They're interesting eh. So, where do you want to start?
let me start this, no? So, sa India daw, if you die, magre-reincarnate ka daw. This would depend on your karma. So if you have a good karma, so if you are a good person, so kapag nag-reincarnate ka, you are gonna be a much higher being. Now, if you are a bad person, which means a bad karma, lower form of being ka.
Ay,
Ganon. So,
grabe naman. Ayoko maging langgam or matapak-tapakan lang in the next life.
diba?
Pero napaka-interesting naman yan, mga Indian talaga. Pati yung, ito, segue, yung food nila gusto ko eh.
Gusto ko rin yung food.
They're rich in spices, but it's not an everyday thing for me.
Oo naman, oo.
Kaya hopefully, hindi ako, baka mapasobra ako, mamatay ako dahil sa Indian food.
Sa Indian food, oo nga.
Hindi kaya ng tiyan ko.
Well, here, kapag ka pala namatay ka sa India pala, may may culture doon na yung mga dead bodies sinusunog sa Ganges River. Ganon.
It's like burning them towards yung sa new, sa new life nila.
Oo, ganon. Yeah, so ayun, so susunugin ka sa Ganges River.
Yung sa kanila, it depends on, if you do good, it's good karma, then yung reincarnation mo is
much higher
much higher being,
ganon,
yeah. And if bad boy ka or bad girl, lagot ka.
Siguro lamok.
Insect.
I think naman, nagpapakabuti naman akong tao. So, I think, yung kapag ka nag-reincarnate, hindi naman siguro ako magiging lamok or something, or, like much lower being, no? I guess, I would be, I don't know, I can't say anything.
So, ang hirap isipin, di ba?
Eh.
I mean, yun nga, ayaw nating isipin kasi, ayoko lang, basta ayoko.
But here, if you were given a chance, what would you want to be on your next life?
My next life? Honestly, hindi ako magsisinungaling. I want to be like, yung higher being, like, living the good life.
Yay!
Could be, I don't want to be into politics. Just like yung billionaire, na just extravagant.
Techie, ganyan.
Yeah, pero alam mo,
Crypto king.
Yeah, parang ganun. Pero charity, syempre, mag-charity. Charity ako para namang...
Philanthropy, ganyan.
Yeah, philanthropy.
Diba, galing mo.
Pwede pang Iron Man.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Iron Man.
Who knows, diba? Next, in a few years, meron na tayong mga ganyan-ganyan. Pero yeah, interesting talaga yung Indian culture. Pero naman akong bago para sa'yo. So I don't know if you heard about yung mga Vikings.
Oh yeah. We were discussing this like last
Yes.
time yung yung yeah. Can you say something
So,
about it?
when you hear Vikings, di ba ito yung mga warriors, mga rugged, long beard, yung mga
Yes.
long hair.
Yeah.
They go into war about, like land, anything. They just go into war.
Oh yeah. These are the people from
They're like
Europe.
Nordic, mga
Nordic,
Nordic. Yes, Nordic, yeah.
yeah. Nordic warriors, di ba?
Yes, Nordic warriors.
Oh.
So yung sa kanila, napaka-interesting kasi I've seen, some series, like a good TV show yung Vikings.
Okay.
They're warriors, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So when they die, their afterlife, they believe that if you die in the battlefield, with valor, just like straight up, you died as a warrior, you go to Valhalla.
Which means
From what I've read, Valhalla means yung parang Hall of the Heroes.
wow.
So siya la.
Concha sounds celestial. I don't know.
I know. So Nordic and Greek, they're just like kind of similar.
Mhm.
Pero on Nordic kasi it's like you can't really read too much. Pero let's stick yung sa Valhalla.
Mhm.
So Valhalla is like their paradise.
Wow.
So as a warrior, if you die in the battlefield, you go to Valhalla and then you meet Odin.
Mhm.
So yun yung god of gods nila.
Hindi ba to parang Lord of the Rings?
Datingan
Hindi
parang
ba?
ganun no?
Parang ganun ang
Oo.
datingan.
You go to the hall, you meet Odin, at saka or you meet Freya.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 50-50 siya.
So kapag kasi Odin,
So the thing is though, they're the same. Parang same lang. They're still at that hall, parang ibang room lang.
okay.
So Freya and Odin, they take their pick. 50-50 sila.
Okay.
But it's still, their paradise. So basically, it's like, pupunta ka sa isang malaking lugar na they always feast. Inuman, lasingan.
Wow.
Yeah, enjoying the moment nila. But,
Parang maganda yata dyan
but they're waiting for the apocalypse.
Oh, they're waiting for the apocalypse
Yes.
too?
So sila yung parang backup na warriors.
Nalalaban sa apocalypse?
Apocalypse when it comes, when Ragnarok happens. Napaka-interesting, di ba? Pero may hidden agenda pala tong mga Odin at saka Freya.
Para bang nasa video game na tayo
I know.
Ragnarok, para bang...
Pero napaka-colorful ng afterlife, ha?
Mhm.
It's like,
Ano man pwede mangyari?
they live their life na warriors, then they're gonna die. Mag-feast sila, but then they're gonna end up in a war pa rin.
I know.
It's like a cycle.
Hindi ba sila magiging gods, ganyan, kapag nasa Valhalla na sila?
I don't think they're gonna become gods.
Mhm.
But I don't know what happens after Ragnarok because sa mga Norse mythology, after Ragnarok, yung mahabang labanan yun.
Oo.
Yung counterpart, which is interesting, I've tried to search, let's say, you don't die in the battlefield.
Mhm.
You die of old age or, wala, just live a normal life, di ba? Well, let's say, humble farmer ka lang. So they end up in hell.
Grabe naman.
H-E-L. Hell. Helheim.
H-E-L-L?
Like, H-E-L. Single L.
What does it, hindi ba yung impyerno? Parang sounds like
It sounds like, diba? It's a hell or Helheim. But but it's just, it's, you get to live your regular life ulit. Doesn't make sense.
Ganun ba?
There's a lot of inconsistency sa Norse mythology.
Oo.
Pero yeah, I mean, Valhalla is the most interesting one.
Yeah, parang parang nandun ka sa higher place kapag nasa Valhalla, hindi ba?
Yes. And dun yung hall na yun, yung Valhalla, it's really big daw.
Okay.
So like I told you earlier, Freya or Odin, 50-50 sila they pick. And then if you want to dive deeper, which I'm not to because I'm not that knowledgeable about it, they said there's like 9 other halls.
Oh, okay.
That I don't know. But in most books that I've read, it's just, Odin and Freya's hall.
Mhm.
So yeah, they're just waiting for a Ragnarok and they're gonna go into battle again.
Wow.
Yun.
It's very interesting. No? What if since hindi naman tayo mga Norsemen, hindi naman tayo mga Vikings, applicable ba yun sa atin?
I mean, who knows, diba? Kasi
hindi naman tayo nakikipag
I know, diba?
battle So parang hindi siya sa atin.
What if we go to modern days, like nowadays? It could be a different battle though.
Nurse. Sabi, hindi ba mga nurses tayo, diba, Aves?
Yeah.
So, kung let's say, mamamatay tayo na nurse, Pagkatapos sa next life, nurse na naman, parang ayoko na.
Wag na.
Di ba parang nakakapagod na
I
yun?
know,
Puro
kapagod
nurse.
naman.
Pagkatapos mga pasyente,
Aha.
makakabaliw din, di ba?
Ay, wow.
Parang bang
I've had enough in this lifetime.
parang
Move on na tayo.
pinarusahan ka lalo di ba?
Oo.
Kasi parang hindi na natapos.
Tatanong ko sa'yo, we've discussed yung India and yung sa mga Nordic people.
Nordic, oo.
So, right now, dalawa mo na yung option. Anong mas pipiliin mo?
Siguro doon na lang ako sa India,
India.
na may reincarnation since, kapag maganda naman kasi yung karma mo, magiging maganda yung next life mo, di ba?
It's simple kasi good,
Oo.
so good, then bad.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I wonder how it works though. Kasi let's say I've lived a good life. I was a good, good guy, and I'm expecting higher being, di ba?
Oo.
Is it drawlats ba kung ano magiging ako?
Paano drawlats? Like,
Let's say, okay, you're a good person, punta ka dito. Bunot ka kung ano magiging ka in this good life, di ba?
No, but here, having a good life can be subjective, A good life for you may not be a good life for me. I guess it's gonna be based on your lifestyle din
Yeah.
You
Merong
know?
sigurong, criteria, checklist.
Ganon.
Yeah, you fall in this category and yun muna. Or baka hindi pa ito na-experience, dun ka muna.
Oo, dun ka muna.
Interesting, di ba?
Yeah, tas like and then, I heard that it goes on and on and on. So, kapag you choose to be bad all the time, baka, maging hayop ka, tas insekto.
Oo.
Lahat na lang,
Haba ng list and you don't know what you're gonna end up with. Pero ako rin, yun yung pipiliin ko siguro. I mean, yeah, it's karma, which I think most of us believe in karma. I mean, we probably interpret it differently, not like how you'll end up.
But
when you die.
it's like a golden rule,
Yes, golden rule.
Do unto others what you do. Paano kasi yun?
Do unto others what you want to
do
be
unto you, parang
be
gano'n.
done to you.
Tama ba yun?
Basta if you bring out positive vibes, babalik. Negative yan.
Correct, oo.
Okay, next, natin, culture paniniwala, which is, Christianity.
Christianity, yung pupunta naman sa langit or pupunta ka sa impyerno.
Yes, ganun din. It's like, simple lang. If you do good, you end up in heaven, which I think most of the listeners are aware naman what's heaven like, or what their interpretation would be, di ba? And then hell, yun, pag masama ka, you'll repent for your sins, maapoy doon, mainit.
Pero parang enjoy yata. Kasi syempre maraming masasamang bagay.
What always bugs my mind is, are we truly scared of death? Or are we scared like what happens after death?
Oh, yeah. You know what? This is a good question.
Yes.
Well,
anong sagot mo dyan?
I think, you know what? I am scared of death itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what happens to me after death,
Okay.
But the process of death, yung pain, yung suffering, yung grieving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go through all of that, like
Totoo.
because hindi lang naman you are not the only person who's going to experience it. Pati yung loved ones mo na naka-witness sa kung paano ka mamamatay.
Yes.
It's not a good thing to experience, especially you see your loved ones seeing you, in like deathbed, hindi ba?
Yeah.
Because it can, cause pain on you na nakikita mo na naghihirap din sila seeing you dying. Di ba?
Seeing you in pain, and then seeing them, if you're still aware or conscious, it's also heartbreaking, di ba?
How about if you were to be asked, are you afraid of death itself or life after death?
So I would say both. Siguro I'll say 80% yan. And then yung 20% is I'm not really worried kung anong mangyari after. Because dapat isipin natin yung kung ano yung ngayon at ngayon, alam mo yan.
Correct.
You're living the moment. Kasi same lang sa'yo, ang reason na takot ako doon is them seeing me dying. Magsasuffer ba ako?
Correct.
And sila rin seeing them suffer emotionally, diba?
Tsaka,
stuff.
Tsaka kung like let's say may mga like children ka na, mawi-weakness yung ganung ano.
Yes.
It's gonna be painful for them too.
Yes.
Especially for your children.
But masasabi ko lang, dapat di tayo matakot because it's one thing that's for sure, death is inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen anytime.
It equalizes us all. Na
Yes.
lahat tayo, kahit mayaman ka, mahirap ka,
Yes.
lahat tayo, meron tayong oras.
Yeah.
Meron tayong expiration date.
May timeline tayo.
Oo. Kaya, from now on, I think it's important that you do the good thing. You do the right thing for yourself, for your loved ones, and for people around you. Para naman wala tayong regrets kapag namatay tayo.
I know.
Diba?
Kasi kapag nandun na tayo sa moment na yun, which you'll never know when.
Oo.
You don't, tulad sa mo, you don't want to regret.
Mm-hmm.
There's no take-backs in this life.
Wala na eh. No.
Yeah. You only live once, YOLO.
YOLO.
I know, laos na, pero YOLO pa rin, diba?
Yeah.
And then, what comes to mind is, if you guys haven't, you smart listeners, hindi pa narinig yung kanta, Live Like You Were Dying. Have you heard that song?
I don't think so.
I think that's the title. It's a country song,
Okay.
Live Like You Were Dying.
Pasample mo.
We should do that for a special episode. Karaoke nights.
Karaoke nights.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Pero that song, if you guys, like I said, if you want to listen, yung lyrics, it hits home.
Really?
Yeah. Napakaganda niya. It's just like, every day live life to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
Every day might not be yung what you expect. It's not always gonna be yung parang happy ending. It's gonna be a fairy tale.
Yeah.
May mga pagsubok, syempre part of life. Again, always think about that na I'd rather be living than, patay na ako the next day or right now.
Right. But here is the thing too, if you were to live your life to the fullest, make sure that, it's all in good, faith na lahat ng gagawin mo, make sure na it does good to you and to people around you.
Totoo. Yeah.
You know?
And, as much as possible, I don't know kung pare-pareho ba tayo, pero I wanna leave my mark.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi once you're, ayoko man yung namatay ako na walang impact.
Wala lang, no?
Parang, I know that your life is meant for you. It's your life to live. Pero I still want to impact other people's lives.
Like yung, wag mong sasayangin yung life mo, just doing nonsensical stuff, just do whatever it takes for you to live a good life, but at the same time, do it in good faith.
Totoo, yeah. May iba ka pang, gustong pag-usapan?
I heard, pag daw talaga na mamamatay ka na, like yung talagang oras mo na, magpa-flashback daw lahat sa'yo ng mga nangyari sa'yo. Like, mula nung pagkabata mo, like yung exact, had it happened to me, wala na siguro ako noon. Pero hindi ko siya na-experience eh. But, I heard na nangyayari daw yun, na talagang kapag daw talagang mamamatay ka na, biglang may flashback daw ng lahat, all of the things that happened to your life since birth, ganon.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've read it too. May mga ganung experience.
So, kapag puro mga masasama, yung mga pinagagawa mo, magsisisi ka, it's too late. Wala na eh. There is no turning back because that's it for you. Patay ka na, mamamatay ka na. Like it's...
Pangit yung real.
Oo.
Yung mga Facebook reel mo sa...
Oo, di ba? Puro mga masasama.
Oo, mga flashbacks mo, di ba?
Oo, di ba? Impyerno talaga
Impyerno, yeah.
Pagka,
expect the expected. Di ba? Yun na yun. Pero may napanood akong video sa TikTok. Gusto ko share. It's interesting. So, merong lalaki. Yung mom niya namamatay na. And then mom niya matanda na. And then she's like, nasa hospital na.
That's so sad.
And then, just counting the days before she passes. Diba? Like one night, he heard yung mom niya na nagsasalita in her sleep. And then she was talking to a famous person sa London.
Wow.
Kilalang name. So I was like, nagdi-dream mom ko na yung parang yan, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The next day, she passes away. And then the next day too, on the news, he sees that person na kinakausap niya namatay din sa TV.
Oh, wow. Who could that be?
I don't know. Hindi sinabi dun sa video. Pero, his interpretation is, before, bago siya pick up na mamamatay na siya, parang sinabi na, pinikap ko na rin si ganito, baka yung angel kinakausap siya, diba?
Oo, wow.
And, it could be a coincidence, pero it's just, interesting.
So noong na-mention mo na na baka pinipick up na
Yes.
angel, that means that they probably were good, persons, no?
Posible nga yan. Tour guide na angel.
Oh,
Oops,
tour guide.
patay na si sakay ka na.
But then,
Join the club.
Right. Siguro you are a bad person, baka demonyo yung pipick up sa'yo.
Ay,
No, I'm just kidding.
may dalang no? Pamalo o ano.
Meron dalang
Those
tawag
portos
doon?
nakaantay.
Oo.
With matching
Those
puso-puso.
portos, my God. Oh my God. Iihaw ka na sa impyerno, di ba?
Oo nga.
Grabe.
But I think we've tackled most of it. Basically, it's like every, religion, paniniwala, on, sa bawat lugar, it seems like it's just one philosophy, like do good, and then you end up in a good place. Do
Correct,
bad, end up in a
miserable
place.
Di ba?
Mm.
Kaya, mga katropa, magpakabait na kayo.
Makwentuhan, huwag yung pa-personalin.
Oo. Kwentuhan lang to, guys. Baka
Walang personalan.
Pero kung tinatamaan kayo, bahala kayo sa buhay niyo.
Bahala kayo dyan. Bata jacking kayo ni Patrick dyan, ha?
Hindi naman.
Tadjak sa eardrum.
Tadjak sa eardrum. Bahala na kayo na magpakabait. Basta,
Okay, Patrick, enjoy talking to you like always.
Likewise, Aves.
Enjoy tayo sa mga episodes natin. We're on a roll.
Yay!
And hopefully we can post weekly. If masipag kami, baka bi-weekly.
Pwede.
Diba?
Itatry namin. Kahit na sometimes wala nang pinatutunguhan yung kwentuhan, pero
meron yan.
Meron ba? Meron naman kahit paano.
Kung wala, mag-U-turn tayo.
Mag-U-turn tayo.
Roundabout, di natitigil.
At saka kung hindi naman din kasi namin masyadong pinagseseryoso tong kwentuhan namin.
Yes.
Para lang may mapagkwentuhan.
Stuff we experience, our opinions, we read about it, we see it on TikTok, on Facebook, kung saan-saan man. Kukwento namin yan.
Malalim, bahala na kayo.
Okay, wag niyo na kaming kontrahin, please.
Hindi, pwede rin.
Para man may thrill, no?
Oo.
We'll talk to them next episode. See you guys.
See you guys. Thank you.